bertemu kembali di Nadi 1 dan saya masih lagi ditemani oleh Tunku Imran. So Tunku, just now we touched a bit on the upcoming elections for OCM. What are your thoughts on the presidency seat? Because basically there was no contest for the position and Datuk Sri Norzal Zakaria will be the upcoming president. Do you think candidates are a bit intimidated by the role? It's such a big role, or there's just no candidates to fight for the position?
Sometimes it's the timing.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a lot of people that feel that they're not ready to stand for presidency. I believe that if you're going to be a president of an organization like OCM, I think you have to have the experience in sport administration, sports leadership.
Right.
And I think it's always better that it's one of the members, the current members, take on that role.
Right.
So it was really made sense that Sri Norzal takes over or stands for the presidency, because he's had a period as a deputy president, and he's had experience in badminton and in football.
Yes.
So I think that experience is an important element. But of course, the other very important elements is that you have to have the time, the dedication, the commitment, integrity. I think these are all the values that really we need to look at when one is choosing not just the president, but the whole of the board.
And Tunku, what are your thoughts on having maybe ex-athletes that should maybe be more involved in sports administration?
Oh, I agree with that 100%. And as you know, I'm an ex-athlete. I was a national squash player.
Yeah.
You forgot my presidency of
yeah.
squash, by the way, in your introduction. Yeah. But no, that's one of my, to me, that's one of my great achievements as an athlete, to be playing, for the country, winning the first national championships, and then also being very involved with Malaysian cricket and playing, on tour with the Malaysian cricket team. So I think because of that experience, I think it's been invaluable for me when it comes to sports management and sports leadership. So I would say that and recommend that if they have time, they have the commitment, former athletes should go for these positions and maybe start, at the subcommittee levels and then work up. One thing that we have done quite recently is we've established an athletes commission.
Yes.
And many of our top athletes are on that.
Yeah.
And we also are now beginning to appoint former Olympians, particularly as chef de missions to the Youth Olympic Games. So I think that's we're trying to have a grooming process and a process that introduces them to sports management, and to show them that it's not so daunting.
It's not.
Yeah, it's actually something that they can do, and particularly with the experience that they have, they can probably do much better than other people.
Yes, and Tunku, of late, 3 sports associations has been given a 5-star rate from the Sports Commissioner, which is squash, your favorite sport, one of your favorite sports, badminton, and also football. But don't you think more associations should be given these accolades? Are we lacking something here?
The the criteria, I think, for these accolades are many. Everything from governance to the programs, to performance, to achievement,
to results too.
And the achievement and the results. So, but I think that those sports, have made the achievements. Football, in their own way, but globally, of course, and at the top, squash and badminton are our 2, really best sports at which we excel at the highest level.
Yeah.
And the reason why they do well is because they have tremendous programs, great junior development programs. They've got a way of talent identification and a way where the athletes can come through and be at the top. And I think that it's a long-term program, and I think that many more of our national sports associations have to look at the long-term program, not just concentrate today on the potential medalists, but even today thinking about 12 years' time, who are the ones that are going to be coming through.
Yes, so that there's a continuation.
Yes.
Tunku, you've been to numerous events and not just 20 years at the helm of OCM. You were also an athlete before. So how do you see the growth of Malaysian sports? And also, do you think that the growth might be stunted if a certain athletes from certain, maybe say Nicole in squash, Chong Wei in badminton, if they retire, will that stop, or will the growth stop in general?
Well, I think it depends on the sport, how well they've been working at it. I know squash very well, and I think there's some very, very good young players coming through. Even, I mean, they're teenagers now, and they will definitely, if they continue in the sport, of course, they will definitely do well in the future. I think it's generally, you need to continue to have a good base for the sport. And out of that good base, and the base means a lot of activity at those junior levels, where the ones that really get interested to get better and really determined to get better, then can have a path upwards. And this is something that is so essential. I know I've gone on and on and on about it for many, many years, and many associations, unfortunately, are looking too short-term. It's like short-term gratification that, okay, we're going to win a medal.
And that's it.
And after that particular athlete's gone, there's no one else. Whereas the one that are well organized will be actually having the factory, having the whole trade,
the flow is there, the continuation is there.
So that's important for the future, and the support. I think the Podium program, by the way, is an excellent program.
Yes.
It's given them that little cream on the top that's needed, that extra impetus.
Yeah, and Tunku, I just have to ask this. It's really sad, but do you have any last words that you want to share with us? Maybe for the upcoming Asian Games, for the future of sports, future of OCM, athletes, anything, just share with us, please.
Well, I think that athletes, I think they just do your best. I mean, to me, as long as they do their best, I don't think the nation and the leaders should be upset, because that's what only anyone can do. But I think also that it's that that mental approach, I think, needs also they need that mental backing in order to be able to produce that extra at the right time. And I think we're beginning to get there, because a lot of it is scientific. It's just not just rah, 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 and, here we go. It's actually a scientific program, and I think ISN is bringing that dimension into Malaysian sport. My last words is, may it continue and may it improve, because, and I'll be following. Yes. I'll be following very closely.
Promise, Tunku, promise you'll be following.
Promise.
Tunku, on behalf of our Astro Arena, I would like to say thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for always supporting Malaysian sports and also our broadcast. And I'm not going to say you'll be missed, because you promised not to be a stranger. And I just want to say all the best in your future.
Thank you so much. And Astro Arena is my first port of call when I switch on the television.
Thank you so much, Tunku. Thank you for being an amazing guest today.
Thank you so much, Edleen.
Baiklah, Nadi satu akan berehat sekali lagi. Jangan ke mana-mana, banyak lagi laporan menarik selepas ini.